Today we're going to draw a water lily, and in the process you're going to learn how to draw the lily pads as well as the reflections on the water. I like to draw whatever's at the back first, which in this case is the water. Now normally I just draw around the front objects, but to save time today I'm going to use a mask which I cut out of photocopy paper to protect the water lily. I will now use a 6B pencil and scrub it over a scrap piece of paper to coat it. I'll then use a soft cloth to pick up this graphite by rubbing it over the scrap paper and then over my drawing. And this allows me to lay down a lot of graphite quickly. So I'll do this over the entire water area. Avoid the lily pads, but go over your mask to ensure that you get into the corners where the adjacent petals meet. In this area, some clouds are reflecting in the water, giving us a smoky effect. So be careful to not get any sharp edges over here. On the left, we do have some sharp edged reflections, so I'll cut out random shapes just out of a scrap piece of paper to use as a mask to get those edges. Then I'll continue to rub and draw on more graphite until I've got the tonal value correct. Getting these sharp edges is really easy, but looks amazing when you remove the mask, doesn't it? Now we want to show the sticks and the leaves that are underneath the water, so use your kneaded eraser to negatively draw them in. The more graphite you lift out, the closer to the surface the object is, so you can get a going deeper effect by lifting out less and less graphite. How cool is that? The lily pads are touching the water, so the water cools up all along the edge of the pad. What then happens is that you get a highlight and a shadow running all along the edge of the lily pad. So alternately use a 6B pencil and your eraser to get these edges. To show the water lying on the lily pad, just shade the edge of the water darker to show that it's curling downwards. It's as easy as that. To draw the lily pad itself, start by laying down some graphite using your cloth, but lay it down unevenly to show that the flat part of the lily pad isn't perfectly flat. It's got little humps and bumps on it. Then look at the edges of the pad. As they curl upwards, they'll either get lighter or darker. So add those lighter or darker shadings in at the correct places as well. So I'll continue to do this for all the lily pads. You'll see that once you get into a rhythm, it actually goes quite quick. With the background finished, we can remove the mask and start drawing the flower itself. Drawing the water lily is not difficult, but you do have to look carefully because each petal is either lighter or darker than the previous one. So the trick here is to look at what you are drawing now and compare it with the surrounding petals to see if it needs to be lighter or darker than the previous ones. Then look at the individual petal to see the shading inside it as well. Generally, that shading is going to be darker towards the inside and lighter towards the tip of the petal. And there you have it, a beautiful water lily drawing. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please click like and of course subscribe to our channel for more tutorials.